Graduates, please be seated and enjoy the senior video.
Really no one else has seen. Our freshman year we spent inside, and a lot of us did not get to have that authentic freshman experience, and a lot of other students also struggled with sophomore year and not being able to make friends during those times. So I think people junior and senior year had to get overly involved, and I think that's what makes class of 2023 so special, that we noticed and saw these obstacles, but we didn't let it affect us and overcame them.
The class of 2023 is special because we're resilient. We always know how to adapt and get things done no matter the circumstances. In high school, I learned that you gotta love yourself, and then the rest of the world is gonna love you back. I would tell myself that don't worry about things. Everything works out in the end.
I think a good lesson that I learned was to just live in the moment, just kind of appreciate things while you're here and in the moment, and just appreciate the good times while you're there. I would tell freshman Kyler to just not take life in high school so seriously. Obviously, there's academics and things that are serious to focus on, but not stressing about little things and not worrying about things. I would tell freshman Kyler that he needs to just chill out and have fun.
My name is Shreya Ramalingam, and I am a Green Pines Gator, Babbler Bulldog, a Rockwood Valley Knight, and of course, a Lafayette Lancer. As we come together today, one last time as the class of 2023, we are in actuality trying to disconnect. Not in the bad falling out way, but because right now, all of us have a future and will be starting a new life somewhere else. But before we go, you all should know a few things about us. We have the most compassionate teachers, counselors, and staffs that have personally put in time and effort to change our lives and education for the better. You should know we build each other up in our Lancer community and how lucky we are to have spaces that everybody fits into. If you're one of the people that has been counting the days down to graduation, or if you're one of the 3 people who wishes they could do high school all over again, hopefully all of us can see how much we've looked up to each other, looked out for each other, and through this highly irregular high school experience, stayed connected with each other. So look around, hug, thank, and celebrate the people you've grown up with these past 4 years. Today is our day, class of 2023. And now, at this time, we ask you to please rise. Gentlemen, remove your hats and remain standing for the posting of the colors by our Air Force Junior ROTC's 81st Squadron, followed by the national anthem performed by our Lafayette Senior Ensemble.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Shreya, ROTC, and Senior Ensemble. Graduates, I invite everyone to be seated. At this time, I ask graduating seniors Emma Luther and Joshua Bean to come forward to light the commencement ceremony candle. The ceremony of the candle is a tradition introduced many years ago. The candle that Emma and Josh light contain 3 wicks. The first flame symbolizes the present, this moment. We remind ourselves to value what this moment in time offers, especially as we spend it together in celebration. The second flame symbolizes the future and the promises of what the next chapter of life offers for all of our graduates. It reminds us to move forward with hope. And the last flame reminds us of our past and the importance of honoring those who have gone before us. As Emma and Josh return to their seats, I would like to acknowledge that the members of the Lafayette community and the class of 2023 have experienced the loss of loved ones. Before moving together with our ceremony, we want to share a moment of silence to honor the memory of all who have been a part of our journey to graduation. Though they are not physically present, we know that they share in spirit the joy of this moment with all of us. Thank you. It is my pleasure to introduce one of our outstanding graduating seniors, Brendan Berger, who will deliver our graduation greeting. Everyone, at this time, please welcome Brendan Berger.
Good morning. I am Brendan Berger, and I am a Chesterfield Charger, a Rockwood Valley Knight, and a Lafayette Lancer. To begin, it is important to give thanks to all of those that helped us get to this moment. To the families of students that have gathered today, without your support, reaching this graduation moment would not have been possible. To the administration, teachers, coaches, and staff members, thank you for teaching, challenging, and inspiring us both in and out of the classroom. To the class of 2023, thank you for being the most remarkable, bright, talented, and inspirational groups of people. This is our day, and we have earned the right to be here and to graduate onto the next chapter. In this significant moment, I feel compelled to ask a simple question. Did these past 4 years at Lafayette matter? Throughout our lives, we are presented with moments where we are challenged, pushed down, and subject to making big mistakes. Through the past 4 years, many of those moments were in high school, a place to make mistakes, but to pick ourselves up and try again. The common phrase, "nobody is perfect," sums high school up pretty well. When reflecting on my own 4 years of high school, I have experienced failure. My junior year, I was honored to represent the cross-country team at the state race, but this year, I failed to do the same. In music, it took me 3 years to achieve my goals in solo and ensemble, yet I continued to persevere and achieved a #1 rating that I had wanted for so long. What I have learned from these moments is that it is not the sport, hobby, or grade point average that defines who we are, but what we do when those parts of our lives become difficult and challenge us to be better. When we come to that pivotal crossroads in life, what will we do? Will we lay down and let these failures consume us, or will we rise up and redefine what it means to be an athlete, a musician, a student, a Lancer? Earlier I asked the question, did these past 4 years at Lafayette matter? The answer, unequivocally, is yes. Through these 4 years of our lives, we embodied what it meant to be a Lafayette Lancer. We crowned champions in our sports. We became the best and brightest students. We grew as leaders, thinkers, and believers in the vast possibilities of the future. We rose above when the odds were stacked against us. We united in our experiences and made memories that will last for a lifetime. We are the future, and now we are ready to take on the world. Thank you, Lafayette. Thank you for the ups and downs, the highs and the lows. Thank you for the memories, and congratulations to the class of 2023.
Thank you, Brendan. Graduates, parents, family members, and special guests, welcome to Lafayette High School commencement ceremony. My name is Dr. Karen Calcaterra, and it is my pleasure to stand before you as the principal of Lafayette with the presentation of the class of 2023. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce our special guests in attendance today who are seated on the stage and in our front row. Rockwood's Board of Education members joining us on the stage are Mrs. Jamie Bays, President, Mrs. Lynn Midyett, Vice President, Mrs. Carrie Bockert, Director, Mrs. Jessica Clark, Director, Mrs. Izzy Immig, Director, and Mrs. Tamara Jo Romberg, Director. Our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Curtis Kane, and Senior Class Principal, Dr. Timothy Jones. Cabinet member Dr. Lisa Counts, Assistant Superintendent of Supervision of Schools, has also joined us today and will be retiring at the end of this year. I would like to personally thank Dr. Counts for her service and leadership to the Rockwood School District and to all of our schools. In addition, Dr. Kirti Mehrotra has joined us on the graduation stage and is retiring after 25 years of service in education. Cabinet members seated in the front row are Deb Kettering, Chief Information Officer, and Mary LePack, Executive Director of Communications. We recognize that our seniors began their journey to graduation long before they arrived at Lafayette, and that many of our colleagues shared in the honor and privilege of being a part of our students' lives. With gratitude for their dedication to our graduates, we have invited the principals from our feeder elementary and middle schools to participate in our celebration. Please join me in welcoming and thanking from Babbler Elementary, Dr. Andrea Lockwood, from Chesterfield Elementary, Dr. Cody Dusenberry, from Ellisville Elementary, Dr. Kimberly Rowan, from Green Pines Elementary, Dr. Paul Godwin, from Crestview Middle, Dr. Gary Jansen, from Rockwood Valley Middle, Dr. Karen Hedrick, and from Wildwood Middle, Dr. Cassandra Suggs.
Good morning. My name is Javier Diaz Granados, and I am a Palm Panther, Rockwood Valley Knight, and a Lafayette Lancer. In addition to our graduates, we are also celebrating one of our amazing principals and my father, my dad, who is also graduating this year. With 31 years in education, 15 at Pond, please help me recognizing and congratulating Dr. Diaz Granados.
And now I would like to introduce our wind ensemble, symphonic orchestra, and Lafayette choirs who will be performing You'll Never Walk Alone with Climb Every Mountain, lyrics and music by Rodgers and Hammerstein and arranged by Mark Hayes. Thank you, students and staff, for your beautiful performance. I now have the distinct honor of introducing your 2023 commencement speaker, Josiah Hickman. Josiah has been an outstanding leader during his time at Lafayette High School. He is active in the National Honor Society and the National Society of Black Engineers, where he serves as a parliament member. He is also the founder of the Rocketry Club and was distinguished as All-American in varsity basketball. Josiah has earned academic accolades for Missouri Bright Flight, Missouri President's Award for Educational Excellence, and the Academic Excellence Award, as well as a George Washington Carver Award recipient for being in the top 10% of his class. This year, Josiah was awarded a $40,000 scholarship from Amazon to study computer science. In addition to a paid industry internship, Josiah plans to attend the University of Southern California and major in aerospace engineering. Josiah is an excellent example of what it means to have the heart of a Lancer, and we are excited to have him deliver this commencement address. Please welcome Josiah.
Good morning once again. My name is Josiah Hickman, as she said, and I'm a Riverbend Elementary graduate, a Parkway West Longhorn, and a Lafayette Lancer. It is an honor to be here today with all my classmates, staff, and family members. And I'm excited that I've been picked to speak and conclude what has been 4 arduous and enthralling years that will forever be etched into all of our memories. Today, I will be commencing our graduation with the Declaration on Individuality and Self-Discovery. I wanted to capture the spirit of our last 4 years of high school in my speech. So I donned a COVID-19 mask, procrastinated until an hour before the speech deadline, and I asked ChatGPT for a little help. Honestly though, this speech was difficult to write because my natural inclination was to make a bunch of references, like the fact that we all missed the cookie stand, or even more, freshman year lunches. I mean, who didn't like the orange chicken? But I think it would be better if I said something insightful. For 17 years, our parents have asked us after school, "What did you learn today?" And for 17 years, we replied with some variation of, "I don't know," leaving our parents worried about this somewhat important thing called our future. I assure you, though, our amazing teachers prepared us well academically, but there was something else we spent 4 years learning. Going into my freshman year, the idea of being myself was terrifying, so I guarded myself and prepared myself by diving into a pigeonhole before anyone could even choose to like me or not. Some of us based our identity on activities like band, debate, athletics, or student government. On the first day of school, I knew who I was going to be, a basketball player. I fully committed to the role in everything. I brought a basketball to school every day, dragged it through my classes, and dribbled it through the halls after school. From the looks of it, I was NBA bound. This act kind of fell apart when I got cut from the basketball team, not once, but twice. Eventually, I was so dedicated to the role, I made varsity my junior year. But in my senior year, I decided to put the basketball down. And if I'm being honest, I had more fun being who I wanted to be rather than meeting others' expectations of me. So, as these 4 years have blasted past us and we have finished growing into ourselves, I believe we are all struck with the realization that in everything, our time is limited. So we cannot waste it living someone else's life. Each one of us has an inner voice guiding us to something, whether it be art, athletics, science, etc. And the most important thing is to not let others' opinions drown it out. A quote from Marie Curie hangs above my door, and every time I leave my room, I read these words: "We must believe we are gifted for something, and that this thing must be attained. This means you all must have the courage and intuition to follow your inner voice, to pursue your wildest dreams, because you are the only one who can do it. If you only follow the footprints of others, you'll never be able to make any of your own. So, as you graduate and begin anew, follow your heart, because only it knows what you truly want to become, and only you can make it happen. Thank you.
Thank you, Josiah. At this time, Senior Principal Dr. Timothy Jones will address the class of 2023 one last time.
Thank you. Members of the class of 2023, as the end of our time together draws near, please allow me to share a few final thoughts as your grade level principal. As the senior design banner behind me displays, "Stay golden," I reflect on the words in the final line of the poem, "Nothing Gold Can Stay" by Robert Frost. This final line summarizes the theme of the poem and our time together as the class of 2023. Just as in nature we see that all things that begin must end, so it is with your journey through Lafayette High School. Reflecting on the lyrics of the song our talented student musicians performed, wherever your dreams and goals lead you along the mountains and streams that lie ahead in your life, I pray that your life will reflect a heart of service to others, as you will cross paths with many individuals who may need your assistance along their journey. As Teddy Roosevelt stated, "Do what you can with what you have where you are." Each day of life is a gift. In the days and years to come, I am confident that the knowledge gained from your educational experiences in the Rockwood classrooms and from your family and friends has given you a foundation to grasp what lies ahead. It is my sincere desire that you have a vision for your life as you begin the journey forward from this commencement. I leave you with the words of Missouri's son, George Washington Carver. How far you go in life depends on your being tender with the young, compassionate with the aged, sympathetic with the striving, and tolerant of the weak and strong, because someday in your life, you will have been all of those. I wish each of you the best in the years to come. Thank you for allowing me to serve as your principal.
Thank you, Dr. Jones. Today we honor the members of the class of 2023. Their achievements are extraordinary. 18 National Merit recipients are wearing the white hood over their graduation gown. 11 of these National Merit recipients received National Merit Finalist status. 88 students, or 20% of the senior class, achieved a score of a 31 on the ACT, earning recognition as a Bright Flight Scholar wearing the gold stoles. 149 National Honor Society members, or 33% of the senior class, are wearing a white collar with a gold tassel. Over 900 departmental cords representing 20 academic areas are also being displayed by students who have achieved academic distinction within a particular department. 125 students, or 28% of the senior class, are graduating with a cumulative GPA of 4.0 or higher and are wearing the black and gold Academic Excellence Medallion. To date, over 94% of the members of this class have committed to attend a 2 or 4 year college or university in the fall, with a more accurate percentage available in August, and have self-reported awards totaling over $11 million in scholarship money and academic and athletic performances. And finally, we would like to recognize our students who have actively enlisted in the armed forces. At this time, we ask those students to please stand and be recognized. A time-honored and prestigious graduation tradition is the Renaissance Award. The Renaissance Award is given to a student who displays 4 years of high achievement in each of the following areas: mathematics, science, rhetoric, athleticism, philosophy, the languages, and the fine arts. This award is patterned after the period of our history known as Renaissance, in which a person's esteem and value increased in relationship to his or her proficiency in a multitude of disciplines. Our first Renaissance Award recipient is a gifted scholar, musician, and athlete. She is an executive officer of Key Club, a Bright Flight Scholar, a National Honor Society member, a George Washington Carver for Top 10% of her class award recipient. In Lafayette's music program, she has been a member of the Guitar Ensemble, where she has performed at the Guitar Festival and original song arrangements at Coffee House. She writes her own multi-layer original music in which she performs all parts. Outside of the classroom walls, she is a state medalist her sophomore, junior, and senior years in cross country, as well as on the state champion teams her sophomore and senior year. In track and field, she is a 2-time state champion in the 4x8 relay and a medalist in the 2-mile her junior and senior years. She was voted Student Athlete of the Year by our Lafayette coaches. She is not only a tremendous force in her academics, athletics, and music skills, but she is a student who inspires others with her positive attitude and tenacity. At this time, I ask Dr. Jones and Board of Education President, Mrs. Jamie Bays, to please come forward and assist me in honoring this year's first Renaissance Award winner, Alyssa Barnard. Our second Renaissance Award recipient is a Gold Renaissance student, a scholar athlete, and a scholar artist, a Bright Flight Award scholar, and he's a 4-year member of our outstanding volleyball program, including being a member of the varsity team during his junior and senior years. In our band program, he is a 4-year member of the Wind Ensemble and the Lancer Regiment. During his senior year, he was a section leader of the Lancer Regiment Percussion Section, and his leadership was a huge part of both the percussion section and the band section's success. Inside and outside of the classroom, he is a leader in our building, and he is an amazing person who treats everyone with care and respect, inspiring the best for everyone he knows. Dr. Jones and Mrs. Bays, please join me again to honor this year's second Renaissance Award winner, William Scott. As William returns to his seat, I ask that Bruno Enriquez Barbato de Souza, Iara Kobach Tohiz de Frota, and Valeria Stepanov join us on stage. Bruno and Yara have spent the last year with us at Lafayette High School as an exchange student from their home country of Brazil, and Val from her home country of Romania. Bruno, Iara, and Val, we hope that you have valued your academic and athletic experiences, as well as the many friendships that you have developed with our students this year. As a token of our gratitude, please accept our flag from the United States of America from our superintendent, Dr. Kane. As our students return to their seats, let me share with you some outstanding recognition Lafayette High School has received as a result of our hard work. We are a National Blue Ribbon School of Excellence, a twice named Missouri Gold Star School, Newsweek Magazine School of Distinction, niche top 5 high schools in St. Louis and A+ rating, U.S. News and World Report's recognition as a top 10 high school in Missouri, top 2% nationally, and top 1% nationally for STEM programs. We are a Washington Post Most Challenging High School in America, a Missouri School of Character, and a National School of Character. It has been a successful year for the members of the class of 2023. Please join me in recognizing all of your accomplishments. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty members, proud parents, and most importantly, the magnificent graduating class of 2023. Today, as your principal, I stand before you with mixed emotions. On one hand, I am immensely proud of each and every one of you for your resilience, determination, and unwavering spirit, as I know that part of your high school career is more challenging than any other time than I can remember. On the other hand, it saddens me to bid farewell to an amazing group of individuals who I have come to genuinely care about and enjoy seeing every day, even when you roll in late-ish, in the morning, as slow as can be, and run down the hallway like it's the Hunger Games at the end of every day. It's always a little sad to me at graduations because this is the last day that we will be in the same room together as one, the class of 2023. You are and always have been the best part of this job. Fun fact, I keep a drawer filled with notes that are incredibly kind and thoughtful, and when I'm having a not so great day or experience, which honestly isn't often, I pull one out and I read it. And one of my most cherished notes is important to me because this person really understands why we all do the work that we do. This note in part read, "I am always amazed that you have the ability to love other people's children the way that you do. While I'm appreciative, I have to say it's the easiest part of this job. You all are the easy part." As I was contemplating the perfect message for this remarkable occasion, I couldn't help but think of a timeless quote from The Wizard of Oz. And if you were a child of the 70s or 80s, The Wizard of Oz came on once a year, and you waited for it to come out in the newspaper TV guide, and you made sure that your family was ready to watch that once-a-year showing. It was a pretty big deal. Glinda the Good Witch wisely said to Dorothy, "You've always had the power, my dear. You just had to learn it for yourself." Graduates, this sentiment resonates deeply with your journey through high school and beyond. You see, throughout your time here, you faced numerous obstacles, not the least of which was a global pandemic that turned our world upside down. But here you stand, triumphant, having discovered your own inner power and the power to adapt, to persevere, and to thrive in the face of adversity. Your generation will be known for that. Growing up is a hard job, and my hope is that we, your teachers, counselors, administrators, and staff, did all that we could to get you ready for whatever is next for you, and that you will think fondly of your time here at Lafayette as you come to realize you have, in fact, reached your full potential. Congratulations, class of 2023. May you always remember that you do have the power to change the world because I've seen it and I've witnessed it personally. You make me proud to be a part of such an amazing school and community, and it really is a great day to be a Lancer. Godspeed and good luck. At this time, Mrs. Midyett, please join me at the podium. Mrs. Midyett, on behalf of the faculty of Lafayette High School, I attest that the assembled students of the class of 2023 have met all the requirements for graduation as prescribed by the state of Missouri and the Rockwood Board of Education.
Dr. Calcaterra, On behalf of the Rockwood Board of Education, I am pleased to confer upon the Lafayette High School students of the class of 2023 the official diplomas as granted by the Rockwood School District in the state of Missouri.
Thank you, Mrs. Midyett. Years ago, students began the tradition of selecting faculty members to announce the names of our graduating seniors. I am pleased to introduce the 4 staff members selected by the class of 2023 who will represent our entire faculty and read the names of the graduates as they receive their diplomas. The following faculty members coming forward and joining me on the stage will be Nikki Ballard-Long, Vince DeBlasi, Steve Clawwitter, and Megan O'Donnell. Assisting with the presentation of diplomas are Dr. Kane, our Board of Education members, and juniors Blake Klosterman, Clayton Ohms, and Matt Reynolds.
Families and friends, so that you can be prepared for your graduate's special moment, please be aware of the way the names will be read. The graduates have been divided into 2 groups. The faculty readers will alternate reading names from each half of the alphabet. Graduates with last names Abbott through Kungle will approach the stage from your left. Graduates with the last names Coons through Zoe will approach the stage from your right. So that all graduates and their family members can have the honor of hearing their name read, we ask that you hold all applause until the end of the ceremony. Graduates, let's begin. Caitlin Isabella Abbott.
Emily Catherine Coons.
Abdullahi Abdallah.
Lauren Elizabeth Coons.
Khalid Abdulaziz.
Oscar Elliott James Labie.
Nicholas Michael Abusi.
Mateo Lamar.
Shafihi Abdi Abukar.
Brett Eli Lansbaum.
Baylor Preston Adamovsky.
Ashton J. Langston.
Christopher Paul Adams.
Iva Josephine Powell Lastaria.
Natan Alho.
Jillian Leslie Liebig.
Bradley David Allison.
Aiden David Llewellyn.
Miriam Altamimi.
Ansley May Lewis.
Ben Parker Anderson.
Jeremy Roman Lewis.
Trevor Scott Anderson.
Caitlin Savannah Little.
Julia Andraic.
Blair Jillian Lobdell.
Sapreet C. Aradia.
Caleb James Lockman.
Maggie Tate Arsenault.
Jordan Faith Lockman.
Liam Robert Arnold.
Benjamin Scott Logan.
Benjamin Miles Atterbury.
Ainsley Patrice Long.
Macis Bagodinov.
Carson Andrew Lorenz.
Jesse Renee Barr.
Olivia Brooks Lloyd.
Charles Scott Bailey.
Emma Catherine Luther.
Alexis Marie Baylog.
Zedekiah Bentley Macnack.
Alyssa Ann Barnard.
Shahed Mohammed Maharma.
Kanaya Naisha Barnes.
Margot Grace Malis.
Claire Elizabeth Berry.
Owen Andrew Mangles.
William Michael Berry.
Shashank Manny.
Max Holden Bartlett.
Emma Louise Manson.
Brooke Elizabeth Basom.
Joseph Robert Marchand.
Sarah Glory Batula.
Cameron Andrew Marco.
Landon Joseph Bauer.
Joseph William Alexander Marlowe.
Brennan Zachary Bayless.
Maya Nicole Martinez.
Joshua Latez Bean.
Benjamin Thomas Hartmut Mateus.
Cecilia Elizabeth Beckman.
Zachary Alexander Mattern.
Destiny Leasia Bell.
Sophia Elizabeth McClellan.
Oscar Mason Benner.
Mitchell George McCoy.
Brendan Michael Berger.
Vance Johns McFarland.
Elizabeth Helen Bernstein.
Juliana Mejia.
Charlie Maxon Berry.
Kyler Anthony Messenger.
Anjali Thara Bharadwaj.
Caitlin Nicole Meyer.
Michael Anthony Blair.
Hannah Marie Miller.
Meg Nadia Blessing.
Carly Grace Miller.
James Gabriel Bodnar.
Kyla Eileen Milne.
Caleb Arthur Bolton.
Logan Matthew Minton.
Kiara Jennifer Bukart.
Hannah Jean Mariani.
Micah Thomas Bounds.
Jonathan Alexander Moore.
Luke Garrett Joel Bauer.
Micaiah Kimura Moore.
Kinsey Ann Brazier.
Jack Arlie Morgan.
Aiden Colin Bray.
Julia Grace Morris.
Molly Elizabeth Brim.
Nathaniel Russell Morris.
Nadia Anye Brooks.
Samuel William Mossengren.
Samantha Rose Broomhead.
Taryn Elizabeth Muntean.
Ava Olivia Marion Brown.
Maximiliano Murillo.
Kaylin Ann Brown.
Ryan James Murphy.
Logan Anthony Brown.
Molly Elizabeth Mushik.
Nathan James Bryant.
Mohammed Mutan.
Kennedy Grace Bryce.
Emma Catherine Nail.
Andrew Michael Buckley.
Nicholas James Nelson.
McKenna Elise Budnick.
Michael Austin Ney.
Grace Renee Catherine Burke.
Is she here? Ansley Taylor Nicholson. No, I'm sorry.
Morgan.
I'm sorry. Kara Elizabeth Niewarner.
Morgan Elise Burke.
Sawyer Vincent Novak.
Graydon Howard Burns.
Liesel Julianne Nowak.
Austin Carter Campbell.
Anna Grace Knuckles.
Connor Ashton Canova.
Madison Janice O'Connell.
Rebecca Lynn Carner.
Morgan Elizabeth O'Connell.
Chase Nolan Carpenter.
Kaylee Ann Odell.
Mason Alexander Carr.
Maddie Ireland O'Neill.
Zoe Elizabeth Kaysen.
Justin Tate Oberkirsch.
Katie Rain Caudle.
Cole Nash Ohms.
Mayana Shama Chavers.
Avery Mitchell Orovets.
Shamaria Kamad Chavers.
Grace Elizabeth Ortman.
Erica Wang Chen.
Maya Nicole Osborne.
Brianna Chong.
Annika Elisabetta Oscarson.
Aiden Joseph Sizek.
Sudipti Pokella.
Patrick Michael Coates.
Devontae Sean Palmer.
Bryson Clay Harris Compton.
Sophia Rose Panashi.
Nate William Cook.
Ria Hitesh Parikh.
Kira Renee Coverdell.
Noah Alexander Parks.
Clayton Robert Covert.
Ethan Kincaid Penny.
Catherine Ruth Creel.
Caitlin Christine Peruka.
Lyle Michael Crothers.
Milo Michael Craig Phillips.
Carter James Cruzen.
Logan James Piquette.
John Spurgeon Cunningham, Jr.
Destiny Raquel Polk.
Samuel Raymond Curran.
Ethan Knox Portscheller.
Paige Elizabeth Damba.
Logan Knox Portscheller.
Jack Harrison Darbachek.
Riley Marie Powell.
Sahan B. Darwish.
Diego Prado.
Bryce William Davis.
Madison Ann Prager.
Mercedes Renee de la Cruz.
Shiv Narayanan Radhakrishnan.
Ava Evelyn Dean.
Shreya Ramalingam.
Kyle Mulligan Dean.
Isabella Sol Ramirez Icaza.
Lang Harrison Malcolm DeGraw.
Danaya Ajane Ransom.
Claire Elizabeth Deline.
Jonathan Cole Rattenborg.
Joshua Michael Dennis.
Marielle Sophia Reichert.
Kanan Thomas Derryberry.
Talia Jade Reddick.
Nate Devaney.
Ethan Lee Riney.
Javier Catone Diaz Granados.
Parker Thomas Riney.
Peter Samuel DiCarlo.
Brady Michael Robinson.
Evelyn Torre DiGenova.
Chloe Ella Robinson.
Reagan Elise Dignan.
Roman Matthew Rossi.
Kayla Natalie Dolly.
Brianna Mary Rowe.
Michael James Donovan.
Reagan O'Neill Rader.
Oscar Thomas Downey.
Patrick Joseph Rogan.
Grace Christine Ann Duffin.
Sailor Grace Rollwing.
Matthew Joseph Duncan.
Adalia Maricela Romero.
Emma Elsie Durfee.
Jackson Kenneth Rose.
Ellie Lynn Durham.
Lene Jacoba Rousseau.
Jada Lachey Durham.
Michael Thomas Rowe.
James Edward Digert.
Lily Claire Roy.
Mackenzie Paige Elsa Lima.
Mary Cecilia Roy.
Cameron James Eltoft.
Jonathan Michael Ruck.
Marshall Ryan Ems.
Simon Joseph Ruck.
Brooke Elizabeth Engel.
Reese Caroline Rupert.
Bilal Arachidi.
Kalia Taylor Sadler.
Thaddeus Lamar Etters.
Caden George Sack.
Kiwi Shay Ferris.
Vasti Noemi Salazar Rodriguez.
John William Faust.
Audrey Anderson Savacool.
Thomas Joseph Ferguson.
Rohit Sai Ganesh.
Allison Grace Philly.
Claire Elise Serba.
Natalie Renee Jewel Fisher.
Amelia Rose Schaefer.
Tyrese Jordan Fisher.
Caitlin Marie Schnellman.
Jaden Chumal Fight.
William George Scott.
Grace Marie Floretta.
Ethan Mayer Shaken.
Gabriel Mayo Forkin.
Nevada Sharma.
Alexandra Lucille Frank.
Braden Christopher Sharp.
Yada Frota.
Shemaya Nicole Shelby.
Mallory Jean Gabreth.
Devin Nicole Shelton.
Sydney Elizabeth Gebhardt.
Gavin Wyatt Shoulders.
Sydney Staum George.
Aman Ahmed Siddiqui.
Zachary Davis Gillickson.
Reagan Josephine Simons.
Jeffrey James Gilmore.
Shrutika Singh.
Aiden Luka Georgievsky.
Alexander Edwin Smith.
Michael Randall Glazer.
McKenna Lynn Smith.
McKenna Quinn Glazer.
Dane C. Smola.
Victoria Nikolay Gachkov.
Mohammed Ismail Sokar.
Lily Ann Burkett Gates.
Hunter Cameron Song.
Madeline Ann Green.
Caitlin May Southwick.
Tadra Michelle Greer.
Bhushan B. Shri Krishna Vilas.
Will Dennis Gribben.
Sydney Nell Staggs.
Oliver Liam Griffin.
Jack Emmett Stouse.
Lucas Johannes Grunwald.
Abigail May Stein.
Sanvi Anontheta Gradetti.
Valeria Stepanov.
Akshat Gupta.
Madison Riley Stuber.
Dia Gupta.
Ella Elizabeth Stone.
Aiden Michael Gurney.
Cannon David Stuckey.
Matthew James Hefner.
Kelsey Mary Ann Solzner.
Megan Grace Haggerty.
Daria Denise Sutton.
Faith Elizabeth Halter.
Dariana Dion Sutton.
Madison Ray Hanson.
Audrey Yuja Tang.
Madeline Lee Hartman.
David Clark Taylor.
Mackenzie Lee Hartman.
Sophie Joan Taylor.
Yasmin Abdul Rahman Hassan.
Giovanni Naomi Thomas.
Parker Ellis Helm.
Emmanuel Devon Thompson.
Michael Bernard Hemphill.
Ian O'Keefe Thompson.
Bruno Enriquez Barbato de Souza.
Paul Matthew Tobin.
Robert Nicholas Hess.
Natalie Rose Tomjanovich.
Owen William Hewlett.
Emma Marie Toe.
Josiah Hickman.
Morgan Elizabeth Truman.
Samuel Moreno Hinton.
Lamont Henderson Tuggles.
Carter Lewis Holt.
Jabari Tutu.
Christian Davis Hopkins.
Isaiah Shanae Tyson.
Olivia Rose Hopkins.
Elizabeth Catherine Tyson.
Anna Carolina Hobson.
Grace Catherine Tyson.
Kara Christine Holdsworth.
Avery Elizabeth Uffelman.
Deshaya Lene Houston.
Natalie Brooke Vichet.
Lance James Hudson.
Connor Bradley Vardaman.
Allison Holly Hunt.
Mia Joy Ventimiglia.
Michael Thomas Eisenberg.
Kate Darlene Vera.
Aiden Christopher Italiano.
Celeste Sofia Vinez.
Sabrina Darlene James.
Parthiv Boletti.
Logan Dominic J. Cox.
Siddharth Buskamala.
Tarif Simeon Jefferson Bay.
Shayla Kaylee Wade.
Wesley Michael Jennings.
Mira Elise Walden.
Trip Johns.
Lillian Riley Ware.
Deja Nicole Johnson.
Ahmed Mohammed Warsame.
Deanna Crystal Johnson.
Joseph Michael Weaver.
Evan Blake Johnson.
Jacob William Weber.
Carson David Jones.
Jackson Howard Rock Widener.
Jayla Janae Jones.
Michael Patrick Windell.
Mary Catherine Jones.
Carter Joseph Weiss.
Zach Clayton Callan.
Catherine Jane Wheelis.
Henry Michael Camp.
Melissa Joe White.
Christopher Otto Camrood.
Ella Corinne Wyman.
Emily Elizabeth Karsten.
Jenna Rose Wilt.
Vishal Kadavaripu.
Audrey Elizabeth Williams.
Declan McAllister Keating.
Cooper Lossing Williams.
Devin Mark Keating.
Isabella Rose Williams.
Jesse William Keel.
Samuel Wallace Williams.
Aiden David Kelly.
Sophia Corinne Wilson.
Zakir Ifran Khan.
Jacob Ryan Whipke.
Carlos Dontrell King.
Lane Harper Witherspoon.
Megan Erica Kingston.
Haley Elizabeth Wolf.
Braden James Cladney.
Alexis Lynn Wood.
Addison Grace Klaus.
Garrett Douglas Wood.
Owen Paul Klaus.
Anna Grace Worley.
Lydia Judith Klingy.
Spencer Michael Shue.
Andrew Stephen Knapp.
Rishi Yella.
Cameron Alexander Kopf.
Angelina Joe Youssef.
Susanna Rose Kotke.
Aliza Romeza Zaman.
Anna Lee Kramer.
Alexandra Zamsky.
Hunter Matthew Kraft.
James Z.U. Zhang.
Jacob Dylan Cronwitter.
Jiayi Zhang.
Kedar Advait Kulkarni.
Samantha Zhang.
Kopul Kumar.
Abigail Marie Zengrib.
Priya Kiran Kumar.
Simona Slativa.
Carly Danielle Coomer.
Catherine Zoe.
Chloe Christine Kungle.
Ladies and gentlemen, will the class of 2023 please stand?
Seniors, at this time, move your tassels from the right side of your cap to the left side.
Parents and honored guests, it is my pleasure to introduce you to the class of 2023 graduates of Lafayette High School. Congratulations.